Hello and welcome to the Weekly Rebrick. This is episode number 8. If you are new to the channel, hello and welcome. So, run you through the plan of attack for this evening. We'll start off, like we always do, with recapping all of the uploads from the last week with regarding to all the theme park videos and everything else that has gone up in the past 7 days. And then when more and more people start to rock up and turn up, what we then do is we will then start to attack all of the city stuff that we have been doing over the last couple of weeks, which is starting to look really, really well. That's obviously not part of the city. That is my sort of dinner, as in a nice big bar of chocolate. And obviously, we'll then talk about all of the sets that have been released today. Now, why we get onto that before people start rocking up, I will just quickly add a poll, because I did it as a trial and then stupidly cancelled it. But and this is for you guys at home if you're watching this on the catch up as well, if you could only pick one of the big 3, would it be? That looks like a 2-year-old has written that. There we go. So again, this is for everybody that is watching this on the catch-up, because I think the poll, you're not going to be able to take part in the poll when it goes on, but please let me know in the comments, guys, what you would go for. So the 3 choices, because I've not done a poll before, so I don't know if it saves in the chat or not, but the 3 sets that got released this morning was the Titanic, UTS Tumbler, and the Home Alone. And I've got a poll running on my Instagram page at the moment, and it's quite interesting actually, who's not going for what and who is going for what and everything else. So I think that is all about half okay. If you could only pick one of the big 3, what would it be? Ask your community, let's see what it does. Happy days. Right, so like I said, usually as people are putting their little ones away to bed and finishing off dinner and all that sort of stuff before we get involved with all the community community build, I'd go over all the theme park stuff. So if you are here for that, always comes first on a Monday night. First thing first, this is for everybody that is going to be coming in, watching it back, and we'll be talking about later on what all this is. I don't know. Did Billund beat Windsor 5-0? So last week it was uploaded every single night for the theme park tours. There was one introduction video from each park, and then there was a 4-part of each park for Windsor versus Billund for their Brick or Treat Halloween special. Now, what a lot of people I know a lot of you are actually quite excited about, because you would like to play at home, is the Miniland Halloween game starts tomorrow. So you got part 1 of each, 2 of each, 3 of each, and then we'll do another live so we can catch up on that. And then the big finale will be on next Tuesday and Wednesday. So you'll have plenty of parts for that. And you will have to let me know what you prefer. So Windsor is very difficult to find, and there's not that much, but it's rewarding when you do find it. And Billund is absolutely ramsacked. So when we get into the videos that start uploading tomorrow, let me know in the comments what you think of how each park has done it. But with regards to sticking on theme like we normally do of who's done what over the last 7 days, rather than speaking into the future, did Billund beat Windsor 5-0? Is the entrances better at Billund than it is at the Windsor Park? I would imagine Windsor got smashed in the first 3 parts, only because, like I did say in every single part, Windsor needs, I would imagine they get everything out and then recycle everything, and they are open for a longer period at Christmas. Whereas Billund isn't open at Christmas. Also, Windsor has everything in one part of the park, which is right down the bottom, which just happened to be in part number 4, because it's just the way I walk around the park. So I follow the map round. If you've watched all of it, this is the one with the awful audio. So I do apologise, and I really hope it's coming through okay now. I can see the bars moving and stuff. So I'm not using that unbelievably terrible mic. Well, it's not terrible. It's just not suitable for what we used it for. But I would imagine part 4 might have been a little bit closer, only because you had the Enchanted Forest, which is a really effective walkthrough. Yes, I know it had cardboard cutouts rather than models, but it still did the part, and it still looked really effective. And then the castle and everything had all the lights changed and that side of things, and like everybody wanted to see, they still had the big spider up there, whereas Billen's castle had the humongous cobwebs. So it's interesting how each park has their own complete take on Halloween and how they do everything just completely different. But I did say in the videos that it would have been quite interesting to see it lit up at night, because the Enchanted Forest, I think, would have been really, really effective with sort of how they'd had the lighting going up in the tree. And I do say that quite a bit in the videos coming next week, where if I had actually thought about it and was a day different with my booking of the tickets when I went to Billund, which is gonna beat me up until next year and next Halloween. I went on a Friday because the children, everybody were still at school, so I thought it'd be nice and quiet. So I'll go on the Friday, get all the filming done. It was magic. It was a great day. Got a load of content and all that sort of stuff. It was all good fun. And then looked at the opening times for Saturday, and it shut at 8 o'clock, whereas mine shut at 6. It started to get dark at 6:30, 6:45, and their whole Miniland was lit up. So I walked past their park on Sunday night to get to the airport. So I'm walking past, because you actually physically walk past the entrance, and then you can sort of see into the park as you're walking down to the airport, and it looked phenomenal. It was all lit up. It looked absolutely amazing. Their entrance was all lit up, and it was just a bit of a schoolboy error thinking that I could just flip the days over. I could have just spent longer there, not worried about the crowd of people, because it wouldn't have been that busy that late in the evening anyway, and I would have been able to then have filmed the Miniland in the day and the Miniland at night. But lesson learned. So fingers crossed. It's already going to be sorted for next Halloween, and I'm thinking I'm going to put Billund against Germany for next Halloween. I think that might be a bit more of a tasty battle, because the German park isn't open at Christmas either. So it would be very interesting if they both go really, really heavy at Halloween. And I've just got to find another park that is open over Christmas, like Windsor, and I can put Windsor against another park at Christmas, because like I said, I can't do that with Germany. I can't do that with Billund, because they're not open for Christmas. I don't know if it's just because of the numbers, or it's because their weather's a lot worse than it is over in the UK or whatnot. But yeah, so that's a long-winded way of going around again. It's just an excuse to get back there for next Halloween. And has Windsor lost the first 5 battles? Because the Miniland's a completely separate thing. Like I said, that starts tomorrow, and you're going to have 4 parts of each, alternating nights in the same playlist. So you've got the Battle of the Park playlists. So you should just be able, if you hit play on that, you'll have part 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and it's going to be the same thing for the Miniland stuff as well. But did Windsor lose 5-0 to Billund, or did Windsor pull it back in part number 4, and was it a tie? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I mean, UK's my home park, but I think Billund just did absolutely extraordinary. It's just the vast amount of models and things that they had over there. It was just absolutely brilliant. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of that. And then that was, because those videos are very, very similar. It was literally, like I said, it was a full park tour, 4 parts of each. But the videos that got uploaded at the weekend were both still from Billund, and that was the actual hotel walk around. A lot of you wanted to know how close the accommodation was to the actual park. Now, in the Billund Summer 2021 playlist, you see me walking from the airport to the actual front of the theme park, and if you do it quickly without suitcase and everything else, it's about 15 minutes. It's a couple of kilometers. I think it is like 1.5, 2, something like that. And it's fine. And I stayed at the Sleep Hotel for that, and it was easy enough. But then obviously, if you've got a lot of little children and it's going to be a lot, long days and all that side of stuff, it could be quite difficult if you are more family oriented rather than going as sort of like an older couple, with regards to where the hotels are located. So on the video that got uploaded on Saturday, which I think is titled "Just How Close Are the Lego Hotels to the Lego Park?" Literally leave, and obviously it's got all the it's based for Halloween, so I look at all the Halloween models and everything else. But if you haven't caught it, and like I said, if you're new to the channel, again, welcome. The actual main hotel, which you see in that video, there is a special entrance into the theme park. So you have that entrance, which I do, from what I have read, I think when the park is open, you have a restaurant that you can eat in, which is inside the park, I think. Because the restaurant they've got that's inside the park is the restaurant they've got inside of the Windsor Hotel. So it would make sense where I think they might be able to eat there when the park's open. But when it's closed, they have a massive eating area anyway. So I'm not 100% sure how accurate that is. I don't know if I misread that somewhere. But they have their own entrance in to come down the stairs, and you'll see that the actual Lego hotel comes right over, and you've got the Lego review rooms where you can look through the window into the Miniland. So that would have been extraordinary to be in one of those rooms to look in over Halloween. So I wonder if it's lit up at night anyway. So it's just something for the guests to see, and if they actually have it lit up all year round. So if you did stay at the hotel, you would then be able to see the Miniland and see it from your bedroom window. But that's, again, a very long-winded way of me saying it has a completely different entrance to the Castle Hotel, but it has its own. It's not its own private one, because you come off the entrance, or come out the entrance. If you spun around to face the entrance and just turn left, it does say Castle Hotel, and you've got like a nice little pathway to a small road. And then you've got some models which are really nice, and they're lit up there. And obviously when the camera pans directly in front, you've got two massive Castle hotels. You've got the Castle one there, and the Wizard one is there. But that really long road, that takes you down to the Lego Hotel. Then it carries on to the Lego University. And then it carries on to the Lego HQ. And then you get to the end of that road, turn left, and then you're at the Lego house. So it's just one big square. So obviously I did the smaller walk around where went from the castle, which is front door to the park, less than 5 minutes depending on traffic. And like I said, you can see the Lego hotel from the Lego castle. So if you crossed over the road but then just turn right, so the castle's on your left, which is what I did in the video, instantly you can see the backside of the park view rooms at the Legoland Park. And then you've got that massive bridge that goes over the road. There's no rooms there. That's obviously just your walkway over, and you can look either way and get some nice views. There's nothing looking back this way, but if you look the opposite way to where I was walking, you see some nice stuff. And then you come down, and then all of the themed rooms are on the other side. So you've got the park view room, which is all really bright orange and really funky colors and everything like that, where it's very, very vibrant. And then on the other side, you've got all your theme rooms, where you've got each level is a completely different theme. So you've got your friends, you've got your Ninjago, you've got your adventure, there's no kingdom in that one because that is in the castle. There's a different one. I can't remember what it is, but I have got some old photos, so I'll write it up in one of the descriptions of what those rooms are. But then it does carry on. So I then went round to the left, and I said to everybody that if you want to carry on watching, I'll take you for a little tour. So we ended up finding another 2 or 3 hotels, all within this small square. But as you walk past the gym that was on the left hand side, and then you had the huge conference center. The conference center is obviously still attached to the Lego Hotel, and those rooms are exactly the same square footage, exactly the same features, but they're just plain. They're just white or whatever, and they've got no Lego artwork up or POS up or anything like that, and it is just there for business use. That goes all the way where I was walking on the left hand side, and then I got to the park. Now the park video hasn't been uploaded yet because I couldn't bear to upload the one that I took the first time, so I did redo it on the GoPro, and I think that's going to be uploaded next weekend. Just because it's just because of the timing, the amount of videos that are backlogged. Turn left, you still got the Lego hotel on your left hand side. You can still see the castle on your left hand side, and then there's another hotel then directly in front of you on the right hand side. So we're now no more than, be generous, 10-minute slow walk from the actual main park entrance. So it's like a hotel propeller basically. Is what the hotel is as such. They are changing their name though, as far as I'm aware. So next year it's going to be called something slightly different. But they had been there for ages, and apparently it used to be an old discotheque, is what the lady told me. I'm going back up for Christmas, and I was going to stay there, but they didn't have any availability, so I'm going to stay back in the Sleep because I'm going at the 4th of December. So just over a month's time, I'm going to go back over to Billund. Keep going. So again, castle on the left, that hotel on the right, you get to the T junction. There's another hotel directly, but there's 2 then hotels in front of you. So that's 3. That's 5 different places you can stay now, because directly in front you've got Lalandia, which is the huge centre parks. They are great because I think they hold up to 8 people. They sleep up to 8 people. So if you're going to go there as 2 families or just a large group, that's a perfect place to go and stay. Price point is slightly higher, I think, just because the rooms are obviously slightly bigger. But if you're splitting it between 6 or 8 of you, it works out to be really, really cheap. And you've got access to Landia, which is actually open to the public rather than how normal centre parks work in the UK, where it's all private. But in that, you've got your ice skating rink and you've got all sorts of swimming pools and all sorts of facilities, which will come in very, very handy to keep the little ones entertained, depending on how long you're staying there. And then you've got the holiday village, which is your camp bits and pieces. There's other videos available for that. The Lalandia walk around and the Lego village is available to watch back. So that's your 5th. And then I stayed at the 6th, which is one of the only places I could actually stay. Well, I had the opportunity to stay at some other places where were mentioned the first time, but this one just happened to be the cheapest. And it was directly over the road from the horse racing track. And I saw it when I walked around the holiday village, and I never knew there was a hotel there because I'd never walked up that way before. So I stayed there to see what it's like. And that used to be a old motel, the guy was telling me. And it's really bizarre because nothing connects. So you've got like the main reception area, and then you've got loads of outbuildings, and each outbuilding has different rooms. But it used to have like an underground car park, and he said that they did something with that and added some bits and pieces. So some of the rooms, they're really spacious though. So you have a really big double bed, really nice shower, huge sofa, which is really, really far away from the back of the bed. And then you've got a table and things. So you could easily have 4 of you in there just chilling out, but it's only meant for that room that I had was only meant for 2. So obviously 1, but you could sleep up to 2. Well, probably 3 actually, because I don't know. I think you could probably have 1 sleeper on the sofa, but I would imagine that wouldn't be in the rule. So that's your 5 or 6 different bits of location for the hotel. And then we had the haunted house video, which, yes, I got stuck in the mirrors, and I was in there for quite a while because I was looking through the phone, and you can't really tell where you're going because if there's somebody else in there, it throws you off completely. So you end up. I walked into some of those mirrors so many times. The first time I filmed it with the Sony camera that I had, I walked straight into it, but it didn't pick anything up. So when you see in the House of Mirrors, it's got all the colours and everything. That was just black through my camera. So I just ended up quickly doing it on my phone again, and that worked. That worked really, really well. And then we have the guys that have just come in. Hello, welcome. I can't see who is in and watching until somebody makes a comment in the chat. So for the guys that are here, hello, nice that you're in, and hopefully you're all okay. I'm just waffling on about the theme park videos before we start in the actual Marvel area. So it's a really nice tour. The ride itself isn't open yet. Well, it was. Sorry, let me rephrase that. It's under refurbishment. So I went in there end of summer season, and it was closed. So I'm guessing it might have been closed all season. And then obviously went back for Halloween, managed to get all of that done. I'm glad I actually went back so quickly because I wanted to get this new video up. I thought it'd be perfect to upload it for Halloween. And yeah, the models and just how it all is, it's just absolutely enormous. But if somebody is watching this back and you've been on that the haunted house actual ride before, do they let you in groups so you can explore the house and then join the queue line later on as you go in? So it's basically like a reverse Atlantis where you queue up. In the one in Billund, you queue up, you watch the like a TV thing, and then you walk around, so it just keeps the group split. Or could you always just go into the haunted house, walk around like I did, and then go out of the exit that I went? Because right at the end of that video, where the mad scientist bit was, which was really impressive, it had all the massive models down at the bottom. In fact, it started by the talking painting, where the painting was, the animatronic thing there. The queue on the floor split, so it had two different coloured footmarks, and then you both went round the same way, but I think the queue would have gone right round, and then you had a big set of double doors. And then when I went to the other set of double doors, it said on there that it's obviously under construction, the mad scientist is under construction, and then turn left. And then I left. I've always wanted to know how big the queue line is from those double doors into that ride, because when you got out of the exit and you turn around and actually face the building is absolutely astronomical. But I don't know how far back the ride is. So if anybody has been on that ride, please do let us know, because I am quite interested to know how long you would actually have to queue up in regards to that ride, because it would be interesting if you could just go around, if the queue's long, not go on the queue, jump in, miss the queue at the bottom, and then get back out and then go off and do some other stuff and then come back. Because when I went in the summer when it was sunny, they were queuing up outside and then letting people in, but I didn't understand what that was for. So I don't know if it's just to keep the groups going through, so where you've got all the torch bits and everything else. Guys, everybody that's just jumped in, hello, welcome. Again, I can't see who you are until you leave a comment on the side. I have got a poll running as well. I'm just waffling on about the last week's uploads. So if there's any information you want to know about any of the theme park things, and if you can comment because you're signed in rather than just going through the URL link on the YouTube channel. Did Billund beat Windsor 5-0? Did they win every time, or did Windsor Part 4 with the haunted walk around, did they do that better? Once we get over all the videos and things, which will probably be in the next 5 minutes or so, that's when people start usually rocking up. We will then start to attack all the bits and pieces that we've been doing. We've got plenty of tiling to do. We've got some nice displays that are in, so I will quickly show you what these are quickly. Let's have a look. There we go. So we have got the zombie zones are done. We have got the bits and pieces at the back. Yes, that's my munch that I'm going to be chomping on. I've got these, found these actually, which will be perfect to go in that gap down the bottom just by the water. So we will fill in that gap, and it will be absolutely splendid. So we will start attacking all the tiles and everything when people start coming up in a little bit, because it usually gets quite active UK time from about 7:30, but I always go on about 45 minutes before that, so I can sort of get all the theme park stuff out the way. And then obviously when the channel grows, there'll be more interaction with the actual live chat for the first sort of half an hour, 45 minutes. But yeah, so that is the plan of attack. That is what we're going to be doing with regards to this. We need to get say told you the big bar, need to get the tiling done with a bit in the middle here. We want to get that attacked. We're going to start on this bit, so we'll start at the back and work our way forward. We're in Mr. JD Toy Collections, so Jay's Toy Collections UK. I'm going to try and get him to change his name to JD Toys. That'd be so much easier for me to say. When he rocks up, I think he's got some photos to send me with regards to some Star Wars stuff that he's got planned, which will be interesting. But yeah, let me know with regards to the poll So I don't know how. Oh, let me know. Yeah, let me know with regards to the poll who wants what and who's going to be taking what, because I checked before we went on, and the tumblr's completely sold out in America, but it's available in the UK. So very much, I'm filming this at, it's currently 20 to 7 UK time, and nothing is on back order with regards to the Home Alone set and the tumbler. But the Titanic is available for pre-order, but it will be shipped out on the 29th of November, but it's sold out in America. So when I saw that in the UK, I thought, oh, they're just doing like a pre-order thing, so there won't be any backlog. But I'm guessing it actually did come out today rather than it being on pre-order today, and then they've sold all the units, and now it's up to the 29th. So I don't know how far back Lego take it. I don't know if they take it 6 weeks back, and then they just say temporary sold out, and then they get all of those, they get them all shipped out, get them all made, and then get them gone. But I'm amazed to see that set is completely sold out on the American website, as is the tumbler, but the Home Alone house isn't, when only everybody was talking about the Home Alone house. So I know Colin was saying that he wanted the Home Alone house and it wasn't actually what he thought it was going to be. Out the three for me, I would probably go for the tumbler first, because I would use the minifigures more. And then it would be a close second between the Titanic and the Home Alone house, because I would get it. I'll get the Home Alone house for next year, definitely, without question. It's just that we've spoken about this quite a lot with regards to making up your winter villages. I don't know if I would actually be able to get the Home Alone house made up in time to then add to my Christmas display, and then I don't know if I'd keep it in. I don't know if I'd add it to the city. But let us know what you're going to do with yours. Like I said, if you're watching this back, I read as many comments as possible, so please do let us know. And yeah, we can discuss all of that side of things, because I am quite intrigued to know who wants what and who's going to buy what and do what with what. But yeah, I was quite surprised that I woke up and the Home Alone house hadn't been sold out, because the amount of times, like the modular, for example, you wake up, because obviously people stay up till midnight, don't they? Then it's on back order by 8-9 o'clock in the morning. I'm really surprised that the Home Alone house is still available. For the guys that are popping in, hello. Just drop a comment on the side so I can see who you are, and I can shout you out and all that good stuff. Like I said, I can't actually see who is what and what we got. We are 50-50 for the Tumbler and the Home Alone currently. So interesting. So yeah, it's bizarre, because I don't know. Did the Titanic come out on the first day, or was it always scheduled for pre-order? If when the crazy lot come in, I'm going to get them to have a look on the Lego website for me. Actually, I'll have a look and see if that Titanic is still available for pre-order or not, because I can't imagine when it goes out of stock that they're going to be able to get them back in again before Christmas. Yeah, it still says pre-order on the Lego site, and it's still saying it'll be shipped from the 29th of November. Good evening to you, Mandy. How are we? You have not missed much. I've just been waffling on about the normal theme park stuff to start with, and I was just about to do a bit of looking up for the big three that have come out, because I was quite surprised that yeah, I know it's worse than that, Mandy. Look. I had to move the boxes which were under there to get a load of stuff that was behind there, which has my Christmas stuff in. So I've managed to get my Christmas displays, but I've just not managed to put those boxes out. However, I have found some more trees. So I've picked up some trees which will add into the display, and I found some more base plates, and I found a load of normal Lego bricks, just
not related to a set, just a load of yellows, reds, and blues. So it does mean that they are the 8 studs. So that would be it was worth doing, but it does mean that you have to look at that backside. You can have a look at any guesses what that is, and if Jay is in the chat and he snuck in, do not say what it is, but anybody know what that is from? Trees are good, boxes are bad. Yeah, but I did find loads and loads of just normal bricks. I've got bags of them in there, so we've got a load of yellows, got some doors in there. Oh, they need a bit of a clean, but like I said, I've got a scary amount of stuff. You can see how old it is. It's in a Safeways bag. So this bag has got to be 10, 15 years old, probably. So yeah, scary. So Mandy, how are we? How is everything going? Everybody again that's popped into the chat. Sorry, everybody that's popped in at the top. Welcome. I can't see who you are. It's different to Instagram. So if you're following the link from my Instagram page, just write something in the comment. Just say hello, or you just not. It's whatever works for you. Yeah, that is definitely not a biodegradable bag. That's for sure. That one. But yeah, found a lot of stuff. Got some nice elements in there. Found some more different trees. Found some cool little figures. Found all sorts of bits and pieces. So yeah, it's all good for that. So we're happy days. And I found some of these skinny base plates which had been dropped into one of the boxes that were in there, and that was the 2 missing little base plates that I needed to go down the side where we got the 3 minifigures. So what I can start doing now is I need to strip these down, and then we can start the display on the side, which I was thinking of adding some more water in, add some more random minifigures down there, and then do the water on the first one, and then just normal footpath on the second. Oh, fair enough. That's all right. You heard me waffle on about the parks. That's fair enough. You got any questions about them, Mandy? What did Billund? Do you reckon Billund did win 5-0? What do we think? And then what do you think with regards to the big 3? I'm surprised the Titanic outsold the Home Alone, but then maybe they didn't make many because the Colosseum was out of stock for ages. That just blew off the shelves and didn't do much. Yes, Mandy. Yes, I'm going to be going back for Christmas. I want to get, because the park's not open. That's the thing. So the Billund Park is not open at Christmas. They've only got the house open. But I have been 2019. Yeah, 2019 for the same year the UCS Batmobile came out, the first one. So it must have been 2019. Yeah, we'll say 2019. And they have downstairs in the lobby, in their reception area, they have every single Christmas little mini modular all made up in a massive little thing downstairs. And then they've got like a build your Christmas tree thing, but I cannot remember at all if they theme their rest of the house out for Christmas, and it's bugged me. So I want to go back and film it and see. So hopefully it'll be a good trip and it won't be a wasted trip. But yeah, fingers crossed it'll be an interesting one. Yeah, I think to be fair, I think Billund won for me as well. I think Windsor did a good job with the Enchanted Forest, but that forest is quite hidden because how you do that walkway to go up, it's by the Adventure Playground, so a lot of people don't go up that way, and they walk straight to the castle and then they walk straight back out again, and the exit to that bit will be on your left if you're leaving, or if you're on your right if you're entering. So I don't know if a lot of people walk around it, but so I remember speaking to Lizzie from Preston Builds because they went to the Brickle Treat last year. And in fact, they didn't have the cauldron this time. They had like a green cauldron bubbling away. They didn't have that this time. And I was like, oh, what do you think? And they didn't even see it. They completely missed it. But it's not signposted or anything. It just says the enchanted forest, and then you just walk through. So yeah, it's a shame that they didn't not advertise. They don't have more signage up to let people know that it is there, because it does look nice. But I think Billin took every round on that, and it'd be interesting to get all your opinions for the Miniland one that's going to be coming up as well, because I don't know how people are going to react to, because they couldn't be any different if they tried. It's very, very interesting how they've done it. And obviously you guys have seen within the park tour the volume of models for Windsor, for Billund. So it'd just be interesting to see what you think of the volume difference in the Windsor Park. What are we saying? Yeah, it does look really, really good. I think the only thing I'm going to be stuck with is, it's not an if, it's when I do pick it up. Do I add it into the city and just have a permanent snow thing around it? Like, do I put some Christmas people in winter jumpers, and that area just seems to have like a climate problem, and you just don't worry about it. Because obviously a lot of people decorate their cities up for Christmas. They add all the white tiles onto the roof. They add the extra Christmas trees in. They do bits and pieces with their village squares and all that side of stuff. But with the Home Alone house, it's already done. And unlike the Lego Ideas set with the tree, they obviously don't, from what I can gather, don't give you any spare tiles to change the roof or anything. So I would think that is a perfect Christmas build, but I wouldn't build it until Christmas. So if I don't have time this year, I wouldn't get it until next. The tumbler, obviously, I've got the big Batmobile, and then I've had a massive fallout with the Batwing, which is always fruity. So I want to I can make a nice display of those three, because I was hoping to get the tumbler at some point, because that's a trilogy of films I absolutely love. So I'll be looking forward to getting that. But I would get the tumbler first, but I'm close actually. I'm torn between the tumbler and the Titanic. I think the Titanic as a piece count, and the fact that you've got all the details on the inside, is amazing, but it is also absolutely enormous at the same time. So yeah, I think it might just be a case of changing the colour of the roof, and people just buy a load of black tiles, because they put snow all over the floor, haven't they? But Jay, actually, of all people, standard, made a good point that in the whole, I thought it had snow on the roof throughout the film, but he said that the snow doesn't hit the house until the very, very end of the film. But I'm sure there's snow on the ground when the pizza person keeps crashing into the statue. So yeah, I mean, they if that was the case, they didn't actually have to add the snow, but then you associate the Home Alone house with Christmas, and obviously Christmas is snow. So this is the thing. Well, things are like the Colosseum. Nobody got that because they didn't think it would look very good, and they didn't know where they were gonna put it. And I think where I've put mine, I think it looks fine. And the fact that I did add it into the theme park at a point, I think it sort of did the trick. And I'm looking at Where's My Pants guy and Scoops currently walking around the front of the Colosseum. So I guess maybe I just like completely different sets to other people. But the size, I mean, if I was to get the Titanic, I would want to have it on a table, but make a dock beside it and have minifigures on the dock, because you can't put minifigures on the boat. And I would try and make it where
the boat obviously looks very impressive, but then build up all around it as like an L shape and look like it put a load of water tiles and stuff on the floor rather than having it as just a display piece. Because if I had it as a display piece, I'd have it broken up so you could see inside it. Fair enough, Mandy. Fair enough. Yeah. He's an encyclopedia of knowledge and said that there was no snow on the roof until the last bit. So, but I'm sure there's snow on the ground though. So, because obviously you've got the guy shoveling all the snow away all the time, haven't you? But I know it's very, very heavy with snow towards the end of the film, and the sort of the last night. But then I guess the house with snow on is the night it gets burgled. So the everything it all links up with that. I guess it wouldn't make any sense having the people inside the house if there's no snow on the roof, because it wouldn't have been accurate that way. Right, Mandy, as you were in, Saturday Avs messaged me saying he might jump in later on. He's a bit busy. I know JD will be coming in later on as well, like everybody. It all always picks up after sort of 7 o'clock, but we'll start on the tiling, I think. So as you are a pro with regards to all the theme park knowledge, and I've bored everybody that's going to be watching this back enough, we can crack on with the tiles. So I'm going to start with the illusion bit, Mandy. 2 of these. I'm just going to mirror the floor, I think. I see what that looks like. So I want the lines in. I want that looking exactly the same for the first two. The first 2 1x2s, I want them to match, and then after that we can go to town and just do anything and whatever. So have you got any ideas, Mandy, for your zombie forest? Then obviously please let me know. Yeah, intrigued to know what people want, because we've only got the 2 areas left, so I'm not too sure what's going to go in each of those areas, because we've done a real good job with everything so far. We're going to have to really do something tasty for the final 2. So that's obviously the illusion that we made up, which is on the back. That's what we're going to carry on with. That one's the back wall, and that's going to be the floor. But I want to make the water kick back in on itself and just come across it, just so it looks like it's mirrored wrong. That'd be an interesting thing, and that way you might be able to, I don't know if you'll be able to see it from there. It might just be me, but all good fun. Right, I'm going to start dribbling and just figure out exactly where these need to go. Well, we don't. I think every figure, the heroes and villains at least, have all got a scene. And this one was just stood outside of the bugle with her diamond. But then the set that the Hellraiser set, but the Hellraiser set with the bike and those 2 figures, they're going to need a area. So that could be one area. The Mysterio we can still build up in front of. But with regards to every figure that came with it, they're all doing something. So I'll take you for a tour in case you saw all that. This is true, yeah. So this is true. So if you're new and not seen it, we got all the figures are doing something with the with this. So we've got these guys over here, and I'll take you up there. I'll take you up, and then we've got Green Goblin. And then you got those two, and then we decided to put that Happy Chappy up at the top because that's accurate apparently to one of the cartoons where he's about to get attacked. And then, if you watched it last time, that is, well, I've got some of the illusion in my hand, but that is some of the illusion that we started to do Mysterio. And then we've got Saturday Av's minifigure, his sig fig, about to get attacked while he's getting a photo taken by the Orange Spaceman. Jada then came up with Venom trying to eat my sig fig because I'm obviously always eating chocolate. And then after a huge amount of debation of what was going to be going on, we finally figured out what Mr. JD wanted, and he came up with that. So, and then we just added it to it, and then it carries on into the zombie bit at the bottom. So, what is left? What else do we need to do? What else do we need to add? Mandy wants a Hawkeye. Mandy wants a Hawkeye in there because it's her favourite character ever. So yeah, that's got the next bit of fun. Once this back bit gets done, and we had these bits back up and on, what are we going to do with regards to these two bits just here? So all that remains to get Hawkeye. Well, I'll see if I can find him. We will see. I know you and Saturday are massive Hawkeye fans, so it'd only be rude not to. But you love him. Yeah, Mandy, you've got a crush for him. We know. Right, perfect. I think that's got me going, I think. So we can, I don't have to dribble too much with these water. It should go through tickety-boo. But yeah, I don't know what other figures could be added within for this scene though, Mandy. What do you think? Because obviously you're a fan of this kind of stuff as well. What do you think the Ghost Rider deserves a scene for himself on the actual tiles? And I mean by the tiles, I mean the green. Or is he on his bike on the road? Because as it stands, the road is completely empty. There's nothing on it. So we could have just Ghost Rider torpedoing towards Mysterio, which would be simple enough to do, but then it doesn't add or fill up anything in regards to the two bits of grass, shall we say, that are left. So as it looks like it's just me and you still currently chatting away, Mandy, I'm going to pick your brains as I tuck into my nice shiny blue watery tiles, which I am very glad were purchased because they look extremely effective. So if you guys wonder what it is, it's just the wedges. I've got a load of wedges, look. And it just gives that effect. Once you get your pattern in place, you can then build the rest of the colours up around it, and then it starts looking like that. So that is. So I put a load of wedges in the water dropping and a little bit of watery wedge in the middle to give it sort of a bit of the old texture in the water that's in the middle, and then everything else it's just 1x2 water tiles. So that was easy enough. But as Randy's pointed out, what now the that's going to annoy me because he's in the set with Chunky Thor, isn't he? And I don't know, I can't remember who he is because they're both in it.
You got him and his little one, his little friend that he holds. Oh, Home Alone has gone up to 67%. I think somebody's just done a quick poll and then left. So whoever that was, and you're watching this back, thank you very much for popping in quickly. But yeah, I'm not too. Yes, yeah, that rings a bell. But yeah, I could get that minifig with the Chunky Thor. Mr. King, was that you coming in and doing the Home Alone poll? Have you changed the? Have you turned the tables? How are we, dude? Everything all right? Tis was me. It was. Yeah, the number at the top is changed massively. It's gone like it looks like a lot of people are coming in, going, and doing whatever else. So as long as it's working all right, we're good. So, Mr. King, how is life? Are we winning with everything today? I am currently just tiling some bits and pieces, standard, and we are talking about what figures are missing for this display that need to be added. Did you enjoy Wanda as well? And Mandy is currently Googling the name of the person that she likes that's made of rock. There we go. So you're all caught up. Look at that. See, I try and fill everybody in as quickly as possible. Righty tighty. So yeah, I'm surprised that have interest in the Home Alone. I think the Titanic. I think the Titanic might do okay. Korg. Why can't I? Yeah, that was the one made from The Rock, wasn't it? Because what was his friend called? Because they're both in that set. Because I want to add in somewhere, maybe not directly to this because it's not related with this sort of thing. I would quite like that little set where he's sat in there as a chunky thought. Oh, that okay. There we go. Mandy's got it. I'm not even going to attempt to rename what that says, Mandy, but I'm just gonna go with it. It starts with an M, ends in a K. Wicked and Happy Days. So if Mr. King is fit and well, please do let me know. And for those guys that are following with the tiling, the second you add in that's what that's going to look like on that side. So it should look okay, and that'll be what it will be. So that's the back, that's the bottom. You're in a bad mood today. Oh no, we don't like bad moods, dude. So is the Home Alone house the next new one on your list to get first, or is that just going to happen whenever it happens? Just thought of an issue with this. I can't get the bottom. I need to change that ever so slightly. I can't get it kissing. That's not very good, is it? Meek. Right, okay, good. Making me sound like a hamster. Home Alone. But no, what I mean is, dude, is that would you want the Home Alone set over anything else that's on your list? Or is it just something that you would just like at some point? I squeaked, so I'm guessing that's what I am. That's what I sounded like. He sounds like a hamster. Try and do this so I can actually get these connecting. Yeah, I'm the same, Anthony. I'm the same. It's not an urgent thing for me. It will be at some point whenever. It's not the new top of the list.
I need to hold this the right way. Oh, that's annoying. I've just changed the wrong end of that tile. Told you, we are only professional in this outfit. Happy days. Did everybody have a nice Halloween as well? Did we do anything exciting? There we go. Right, I can see. So that is how that is going to connect. Boom. Not bad, is it? There we go. That work all right for you guys? Are we happy with that? If you don't like it, let me know. I'm tough because I'm not gonna change it, to be honest, because I think it'll work. It'll work nicely. But yeah, I think at some point to the right way, Anthony. I think that's the same for me. Mandy is another home aloner. Somebody else has hit the UCS tumbler, but I think. Yeah, I think if you got the Titanic, if you were to get given a set and I got given the Titanic, then I would have to try and do something with it rather than it being on a display piece. Well, I think what we should do, we should have a rule that basically, if something gets done within the live and it gets completed, like this is now completed, it can't be changed until everything else is finished. Everything else in the room is finished, then we can get back to this again. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that this is just going to get redone about 300 times, and it forces you guys to make sure that you're here. So if you've got a good idea, make sure you watch it live or get your idea in before I go live, and then everybody else will be living the dream. But I think Jay's seen it, so I think he hasn't said anything. He just grunts. He's like, yeah, whatever. Unless it's 6-inch plastic toys, you just get a nah. Right, that's that little bit done. That looks nice. There we go. So you talk about him, then he'll turn up. So that works. I think that looks nice. Aru's just talking about you, Jane. There we go. Done. That'll connect nicely. Boff. Bish, bash, bosh. There we go. I'm trying to turn it over so you guys can see it enough. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Anthony. The brick count's not too bad. Like price per part ratio is not too bad. But it is massive. That's the thing. It is massive. That's the problem, isn't it? Is if people don't have anything to put it. Things, Jay. They were saying things. I think you should change your name to JD Toys. That'd be a lot easier for me if you just had JD Toys rather than J's underscore. I have to always forget it's J's. So it's J's _ Toy Collection UK. JD Toys would just be boff much quicker. Yeah, we've decided to enforce a new building rule to force people to watch it live. No, what do you mean no? I think JD Toys works really well. What's wrong with that? Or at least lose the S, so it's just J. J Toy Collection UK. Down the toilet. Don't like my my JD Toys, JD Toys UK. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Bit of ice cubes with it. I think somebody would make an amazing mock out of it, though. Let's be honest. 75% to Humaloon. So, all jokes aside, though, because I said this at the start, the Titanic for the UK, it's on back order or pre-order, should I say, but it's not going to be dispatched until the 29th of November. But it's completely sold out on the USA website. What's it doing on yours, Mandy? Because you've got a different region.
There you go. Then just have it to JD Toys. That'd be much easier. That you can keep your S. Have it JD Toys. Perfect. Nice and quick. JD's on his way. J. Dogwell. JD Toys. Boff. Have it. Bomb, 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 bomb. Mint on card in my world. Look at you. Look at you crossing over to the other to the other side. But yeah, is it Titanic? What's the numbers looking like Titanic wise and stuff for you, Mandy? Because I was amazed to see the Home Alone is still available to order in the UK. I thought with how many people were saying that they were going to get it, they've either produced loads of sets or so it's I'm assuming it wasn't pre-order. I'm assuming that it's now back order. Well, no, because they usually say back order, don't they? But I don't get why it says sold out in the US. Shocking. Mr. JD Toys is here. No, I was just a bit surprised that the Home Alone house was relatively, easy to get. Yeah, when I checked before I came on, the Americans have gone absolutely crazy for it. But like the modulars in the UK, if you wait until 9-10 o'clock in the morning, you're waiting weeks as a date. But yeah, if you ordered it now, it'll be with you in 48 hours. So I'm quite surprised at that. Unless a load of people got it in from the stores and they actually queued up rather than getting the bits and pieces. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. So Jay, you've missed all the theme park talk. I know you're thrilled when it comes to that side of stuff. So you've missed that, which I know you're going to be heartbroken about, but it's fine. Don't worry. I have... I've knocked that again. I'm going to keep that off until this bit's done, because I knocked that off last time in the last live. Right, so this is coming together quite nicely. Now, I thought double points would have been later on for the UK, but they've already done it, which is really annoying. So that is that. Does that look all right? I think that looks quite smart. What do we think? Jay, what we were talking about, in all seriousness, apart from your JD name, is that we're missing for this set. With the Hellraiser on the motorbike and the figure it comes with, where we got this road, obviously, because you guys can see it, there's obviously nothing on it, again, because you can see that there's nothing on there. Do we have him on his motorbike on the road, which then leaves that space completely free and that space where the goblins crash completely free for something different? And if it's going to be something different, then what are we missing figure-wise that can go there? Because that small bit, obviously, this bit here, I'm going to tile next and just add in I don't know whether what if I add in a little bit of color to break it up, because I can't just have it all gray, because it won't make sense if we do anything battle damaged. He's completely upwards. He's as far back as you'll go, look, Mysterio. He won't bend back any more than that. He's completely straight. So he's out as far as he's got a gangster tilt on as much as he'll tilt back. I can't do him any more. I can't do him any more than that. It's just because I think because he's in the middle and he's low, he looks like he's not. If we had him higher up, I think you might have it. He'll look like he's more bent. But yeah, he is up. He is up there. But yeah, we need to know what are the figures we need, Jay, for scenes? I'll tidy up all that in a second. But yeah, I need to know. But that is looking, I think it looks okay. Hopefully you guys do as well. I don't. So you want him like backwards up rather than. Yeah, you got one of these things, haven't you? Right. What, like that? Is that better? I am watching the comments come in, so don't worry. It's not frozen. I've just gone quiet because I was grabbing a drink. So what angle do you want? Not that angle then, Jay. You want a different angle, do you? Because he was like that. Well, you could have him like that. But then I think he's too low. I think that's the problem. I think the camera, because the camera's higher, you can't tell at what angle he's at. Yeah, great call, Mandy. Yeah, he does. Jay, can we make a Doctor Strange work within this setup? Is that allowed? And am I keeping him straight on or angled slightly inwards? Which way do you want him? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, right, fine. Nobody's answering, so I will just put him like that, which is pretty much how he was, wasn't he? He's just at a slight, because from the side on, you can see that he is actually at an angle. That looks all right, fine, okay. That looks all right, and he's like that, and that's where he's going to be. From there, we're happy. Beautiful stuff. Happy days. Right, yeah, it is MCU set because it's from the new film. But would Doctor Strange link in with what are we missing then that would actually work within this, Jay? What figures? So we've got the Hellraiser that's needed, and the figure that it comes with. Postcard leaving. Well, there we go, Mandy. It's been signed, sealed, and delivered. Left just like that. And you can see him. You can see his shiny helmet. Isn't that exciting? Get that brown wedge out the way. We'll go over there. There you go. You can have half a cheek. My camera's falling. I'm like, oh, it's going. There we go. It's got all excited. Yeah, because there's all the what if people, which we could have in. But there's literally, if we say we're going to keep Hellboy on the bike and leave him on the road, then we have just 2 scenes that we need to make up. So if you can think of a scene that would work, I will tile this bit. I'll obviously do it in there. I'll do it in the dark way, the dark grey with a walkway down the middle. So Scorpion, Craven, Hobgoblin, and Ben. Oh, of course, that's what we were talking about, Mandy, wasn't it? With the main man, with regards to the bridge. Yeah, Killian did some research on that. Mark there, look, got all excited. Yeah, Killian did some research. So, who comes with the Ghost Rider? Is that the Craven? Whatever. Yeah. Did I say Hellboy? Did I? I thought I said Ghost Rider. Okay, so if you're thinking of that scene, then we need a vehicle on the road, don't we? So if we have Hellboy with Hellraiser and Ghost Rider all battling it out somewhere on the grass, he's going to need the bigger bit with it because his bike's quite big, which would leave Scorpion, the Hobgoblin, and Craven in the small area. Does that work? Well, you could have said earlier. You could have said earlier. I've got no shame. Just testing you to make sure you're actually listening. Right. So we know what figures we need, which is perfect. What scenes do we make with those figures? The bit that I'm going to do now, I'm going to tile and it'll look fine. And I will just leave. I found some different coloured razors, the pieces to raise them up. But I don't, again, standard. Don't know where I've thrown them down, which is really, really annoying. But I can just peel them up and put them down where they're going to go. But obviously I can't put the tiles down if you want a building built there. So if you don't think we're going to put another small structure in, I'll just tile it. But let me know now. You've got to think this far ahead. And if you're not here, let me know in the comments below if I'm doing the right thing. Because once it's down and it looks right, it's done. That is it. But while you guys are thinking, I think before I even start, right, so we've got a memory garden for Uncle Ben or Buildhead. So could we have Craven in the memory garden? Because I've got a bit of a... There's another thing that we could do is if this random thing here that it just happens to fit perfectly. If that random thing was there and that was that scene and I just treed the rest of it, it then leaves this that can then be redone, and then we can put the gates into it. So this bit here, so this one and this one could actually be the park if required. Because how big do you want the memory garden to be? Because we've got these two here, and I could obviously put a wall in just there, put some trees just here, put the little gate that everybody's been talking about can go here, because we need a way into it, which means the wall can just stay there. It's a Rock Raider. It's an old Lego. It's from set 30305. 30305. And also we can add things on, but we could just use him as a divide if need be. Could we get a custom one? Would a custom one be allowed? I'm sure you'd be able to get a custom Uncle Ben. if we want that scene in, and we've got the other figures that'll go with it. Unless on the true. Unless the road plate has the I'm about to say Hellraiser again then, the Ghost Rider bike and the car that Uncle Ben was in. I think you can get a black suit, Spidey. Gosh, it's so minty. Right, guys, you keep coming up with these ideas. I'll tile the smaller piece because we're going to need hard standing for something, aren't we? This back bit, if I just use this as a divide for now, I could just put a wall in its place or something. That could be the either the graveyard or the memorial bit, and then you've got the bigger bit. So as long as we've got enough space for all the other figures, I just need to hunt them down and then we can just add them in. But as long as there's no building structure, that's all I need to make sure that you guys are happy with. Because the bike's on the road, we need to find it. That means we need to find a random vehicle, don't we, to go on there. We can't really do that though, Jay. We can't. So I'm talking about this. I haven't even told this yet. We can't add a house in, can we? Does he have a funeral scene? Yeah. I don't think we can do that. It won't work. I mean, it would look great, but I don't think it would work because, like, where that water is, would the Spider-Man bridge work there, or would it just look really weird? Okay, so we couldn't double up a funeral scene with him then. All right. Oh, you're falling over. And you are back in the room. Beautiful. Yeah. So do we think then, for the set that is hard to find, we do the motorbike scene on the road? We just keep that on the road, and then we could add another vehicle and add something to it with Mysterio raising something up. I mean, he could be raising his bike up, couldn't he? We could do something as simple as that. Then we just need to think of these bottom two tiles, if you're happy to use them as the memorial garden for something, or a grave digging robbery, because it kind of works there. Well, yeah, because you're both saying about like a memorial graveyard thing. We're gonna have to split the zombie scene up, because I don't think that zombie thing would have gone all the way over anyway. We can still put the trees and stuff in. We can add a load of flowers in and stuff, because that's obviously what we're going to try and get done tonight anyway. But the two plates at the end, if we put a gate here, and then I just took instead of having it as like a zigzag path, I put a wall in. That would make sense actually. And then we can figure out how we can put the headstones and stuff in and have like merge those two, but that still keeps the two bigger spaces free for whatever you guys think. Yeah, so as it stands, we've got Craven / memorial garden thing down at the bottom. Ghost Rider on the road. He's either going to be battling Mysterio or it'll be a complete separate thing. Because if not, I'm going to need a vehicle anyway. If we don't do the Ghost Rider bike, I need a vehicle by him. So because we've got those trans green, and Joe was saying we need the green effects around him doing stuff, so we can do that. That's disgusting. Disgusting. Check your DM. Okay. On it. Mandy, this is what Mr. J Dog was talking about. Remember, he's a comic guru. So this is all. Is that picking up all right? Is it too bright? So black suit Spider-Man, and that is the Craven. So that figure comes with a bridge, Jay, does it? So everybody wondering what we're trying to do at home. I think we can make a small little, because there's no way you could have a memorial place smack in the middle of something. It just wouldn't happen. We'll just have it at the end. Those two little base plates. That's a great combined idea from you two. And then we can, that way we can add in the gates that Killian and Saturday have said, but it'll just be on a much smaller scale, which works perfectly fine. I can just brick off. I double brick at either side, absolutely fine. And then laughing. Things that if I got the bridge, could I use the bridge? Because if not, then it's just going to be the figures. What do you think, Mandy? Because I know a lot of people bought two bridges because it was quite small, but I don't know. Again, I know there's going to be a lot of you watching this back as well. Because I know a few of you have messaged me saying that you're going to watch it back. Let us know if that bridge would work in my city as such. And if you think doing the right thing about splitting the zombie bit up at the bottom. I mean, that way I don't have to get so many zombies as well, which is perfect. Arthur Blige, Mr. Flashpants, how are we, sir? Snuck in there. Are we good? Are we good? All right, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll show you what I've done in a second. Hang on. Exactly what I would do. Chocolate's priority. I just can't get over how strong and minty that is. Is anybody wondering what this is? I'm not sponsored by Dairy Milk, but it's their new Christmas mint edition, and it's very strong. How are you, Flashpants? Is everything good? So, yeah, I'm gonna go a bit wobbly again. So, where that water is, it could go there because I've got nothing there. Look, because it's completely empty, both sides. And then if I had the bridge, I could actually have the water underneath connecting down and through. So if you guys think it would go that bit, then it would be worth considering. And that's what I'm just starting to put in now. I'm just starting to do this bit, which would be a scene for something. Then I'm going to stone this bit off. And then I need to tile that bit to finish off that little bit just in that corner, just there, which I think looks quite... I think that's quite effective, that. Okay, Jay's DM me the bridge. Flash pants, glad you're okay, fella. We are obviously been designing all of this, and we have pockets of space available, and we are just talking and discussing about what would go where in the spaces. And I need to get you wrapped underneath that leg, so you'll be nice and sturdy. There we go. Yeah, so I just need to. Well, yeah, I'm not too sure. I always somehow I don't understand how I do this, but it's on. I can't show you what it's on. I was about to tip the legs over, but all the legs move about and waddle, and then I always get it caught. So then you end up falling over and going sick because it takes about 20 seconds for me to actually get it still again. There we go. And I'm going to pick it up in a couple of minutes to show you what I've already done. Why don't I know what I'll do? If I just put it there so you can see me build this, and then I will fix what it's supposed to be stood on, and then we will be laughing. I think that might be the better way to go. Yeah, it's a good point, Jay. Yeah, as long as we think it'll work and scale, we can definitely give it a go. And if it comes with those figures, right? What I'll do, Mandy, let me just put this together, and then I'll show you what the bridge is. That's actually now perfectly in my way. No, it's just you. There's absolutely nothing wrong, Flash Pants. We are a professional outfit. Nothing is shaking. But yeah, do you guys agree that we're all right with doing the that little scene? I think that's going to look smart when it's done. Right, I was doing two things at the same time. I was sorting out this stand while doing the bridge, doing the thing, the tiles, the thing. There we go. We are back in the game. Are we there? Are we there? Come on. There we go. Done. Dun 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 dun. Right. Bridge. Let's have a look, sir. Let's have a look. So everybody at home, that's what we're talking about, and that's the figures that it comes with. This sort of half a bridge thing. Well, I've never put tiles in the right place, have I? Let's be honest. The amount of times that I do it and then take it apart and put it back together again. But I think that might look okay when it's when he's in. I think that might be quite a nice thing. Yeah, right. Let's attack this and I'll sort that out in a sec because you are too low. But I will need to remove you a couple of times anyway. So, but yeah, I can put I think that stone wall. I'll do that next, and then that gives us our graveyard scene, which will be good. I need dark grey 1x2s. Where are they? Where do I put them? Any idea? Need some dark grey 1x2s, everybody. 1x2s. Because obviously, if I don't need the bridge, could I just not try and get the figures separately? If you lot don't think the bridge would work. So what are you if you were forced to buy one of the big three Flash Pants, what would you end up getting? What would you what would you go for? And again, that is an open question to everybody that is at home. Oh, what each? That's not very nice, Mandy, is it? You don't want that. It's annoying because I bet that set wasn't expensive when it came out either. That is not good. We don't want that. Random. $40, 45 studs length. So we're what? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So it's that big then. From the water to the tub, that's the length of the bridge. So is the bridge too small or not? Two of the bridges. I think a lot of people actually probably did get more than one. I don't think who's actually got it. Well, Jade has got the bridge, didn't she? Who else? Anybody else know who else has got the bridge? I mean, her having it doesn't help us whatsoever, but yeah. One. I was like, "Do you notice?" I was like, I think I counted. So at least I know I've got the tiles and that I can get it underneath. So we got them there ready to rock and roll. That's if we think it's suitable. Might be one of them to try and pick up obviously at a later date. Evan's got 2, little scrap has 1. Yeah, it's annoying, Flashbangs, because obviously you want the figures. So the scenes that we're going to be, they must. Do you reckon they might re-release the figures next year for whatever reason? Jay, would they be part of the anniversary wave from Spider-Man? In fact, the sets of for Spider-Man we know what are coming, aren't they? So I don't know if they're in there. I need a bag of 1x2s. What was that the new ones that are coming out, Mr. King, or the is that the January ones? Oh, that's not bad. So it was £130. Sorry, it was 95 quid. Are you still gonna try and mock it, Flashpants? What do you think? I'll let them explain to you, Joe. Jay thinks mocking means mint on cards. Time to start the music. What music's starting, dude? What are you doing? You're in a party. Oh, you're gone. Hello. Are you okay? Are you okay? That's actually not bad. Actually, you've fallen over and I found some tiles. Perfect. You can just look over there for a second. Helpful. Found 3 tiles from you falling over. That's not bad going. Happy and days. I've got a bad feeling I might be getting low on grey 1x2s. Possibly. On the dark grey. We will go back through my... So I've got all the 2x2s. Let's see if there's any 1x2s in here. My own creation. There you go, Jay. It makes sense. Well, you're doing that at the moment, Jay, aren't you? You're doing some, well, that was your mock. So Jay designed about 99% of that blade display. Might change that design. Well, you've got some. What have you got? The tiles. What is that when I always need tiles? You're like, I've got them. I loaded 2x2s, so let's just change it ever so slightly. You might get away with it. You might be all right. I've got some 1x2. There must be some more somewhere, but I don't know where they are. Well, I do. They're in there. But I thought I got the light grey, so we're all right with them. But I must have used more 1x2s in the blade display than I thought it is. Just like no to the instructions. What are you mocking currently, sir? What are we trying to attack? There seems to be a what? What are you on about? Oh, right. So I just saw the first line. I was like, oh, yeah, that big brown rock thing. I'm leaving him there as a divide, so I know to divide where the wall's gonna go behind, basically. Yeah, don't panic. All right, dude. I won't share it with everybody. Don't worry. So I'll look at it. I'll look at it in a sec. Right, getting all the inside goss from Flash Pants. I need to put some red one by one of them. You need 2,000 tiles. So far you have found 0 tiles. But to be fair, 2,000 tiles isn't really that many. Do you think how many pieces come with the sets? It's not a huge amount, as long as you can get them from a pad wall. If you can't get them from a pad wall, then that's a bit of a game changer. It'll be worth it though, Jake. It'll be worth it. Oh, I'll drop that. You'll be living the dream. All right, that covers that problem. Purple one on you, and a green one on you. Oh, shocking. I didn't even know about them, Mandy. Not bad. What company is it, Mandy? What is this naughty company? Right, after a bit of rejigging because I couldn't find the right tiles, standard. Put some flowers in, and you got that. So we've got this area to play with for something. So whatever you guys can think will go there, then obviously please let us know. Stone wall I'll put in right now, and then I will do something with this, so we know that that's going to be the craveny bit. So what we're thinking though still to put here and here. Do we want more water in here? Or do we want, because we are trying to put a bridge in somewhere, because we need Mr. King as the troll, and Ginty, we need Ginty Syncfig for the garden, don't we? We need that. So what do we think? Go. Right. That one needs to come up. Put a wall in just like that, like a really weird thing. Doesn't need to be perfect, does it? Put some of the fantastic brown on top. That works nice. That's giving it its own area, which is spectacular. Not worry, Flashpants, that's fine. No panic. No panic at all. So is there anything that I need to rip up from this bit at the bottom? Mandy, Jay, anybody else that is watching and listening? Obviously, the path is now going to need to change. So I've just put, that's what it's going to look like. That's obviously the back. That's the back wall and that's the side wall. And then you've got the other bit it connects to. So you've got that area now. So that we've got three for these guys, which I'll add all the trees in a second. And then we've got 2 for here. Obviously the gate needs to go in, which I need to sort out, but that pattern will need to be ripped up, won't it? Yeah, that's Winnie the Pooh's house up there. That it is, sir. It is indeed, with all the figures it came with. Yes, and yes. Yeah, Pooh's up there. He's up there with the Flintstones. Yeah, that's what he's up there with at the moment. And then you've got Jada Falls up there as well. Oh yeah, a couple of sets of that. Yeah, so they're hidden at the top. Oh, Creoles, I haven't got you sat right. It's annoying me because I think you're going to fall over. Let me tuck you back under. It just means I won't be able to move the camera as much now. Because I don't understand what's happened. I don't know why. Oh, I do. You just twisted on the pivot the wrong way. There we go, look. I can spin you around easy, you know. I was wondering why. Yeah, the drill saw that. I was wondering why you were getting stuck. But now I know. Yeah, we're there. That's it. Perfect. All I need now is to remember what I'm doing. Yeah, so now I've got it. So you can see you've got the weird guy. And you've got the wall behind. I need to take these up, I guess, and then figure out what we're putting down in that section. So we've now got 2 sections down there. And I can add the trees into where the zombies are, add the flowers that we said we were going to do. But I still need to know what we're putting in this. Get him out of the way now. In this last bit. Yeah, you used to hang out up there on the phone, which hopefully you will be hanging out there again when I can get enough people on here. I can do this through my phone, which then means I can have you back up at the top and then easily stand and do the city stuff, which would be good. But as it stands now, I would need to be here anyway to be able to do this, so it works out all right. Cheeky monkey is in. Have you not seen the Pooh house before? Winnie the Pooh. That's been there. What a good while though. Winnie the Pooh house. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah. See. And it comes with the others as well. So a show and tell for you, cheeky monkey. Hang on. No problem at all. So that's the team. And then you got the grumpy one.
Yeah, the Flintstones are cool. The Flintstones set's quite a nice little set. Got a little letterbox and it comes with Fred Wilmore and everybody. Flashpants, I'll catch you in a minute, no problem. But yeah, they've the house. It's not massive. It's not a massive thing. But it opens up on the back. You've got all like the games and stuff in there, and the bed and all the Winnie the Pooh honey. And then properly needs to see that set. I'm not rebuilding it live again. I did that last time. It's not going to happen. He's literally going crazy. Well, yeah, it's it's a nice little thing. Is it coming through clear enough for you? Actually, fine. Yeah, where he was stood, he had it on the front. So you got the honey pots at the front. So yeah, there we go. There's no way he's running. he's jiggling. He's not going to be running around your living room. If he's running around, he's not going to be doing it for long, is he? Do you want me to keep holding it up so he keeps running around? He'll get a sweat on soon. Yeah, I got the Pooh house and the Flintstone. There's quite a few sets up here, sir. Quite a few sets. But yeah, that's that one. So it's not. But you can see it's not massive. But this is the Lego Ideas range, which is the same range as the Home Alone set, which is in the poll at the moment. But it's obviously a lot bigger than this. Killian, yo, how are we? I'm just holding a Pooh house. So there we go. I'll put it back before I drop it. And I'll put them back. He'll be stealing it. Just plonking it back. Killian, I've got some stuff to show you. We're talking about the figures that you found from the Spider Bridge, and then Jay's in the chat. Well, he might be having a cardiac arrest currently. Yeah, you don't need the. Oh, so he. All right, okay, all right. He'll be on the Lego website in a second, looking if there's any what they are. It won't be around for long, Jay. It won't be around for long. Yeah. Well, what happened with that, Killian, is because we were doing that and there wasn't any problems, I got both at the same time, thinking, yeah, great idea. And it's just in the box. And it was underneath that in there. And I needed to get all my Christmas stuff. So it's now on view until it goes back under the table. So yeah. That's basically a car crash of a story, Killian, as you fully well know. But yeah, the Jay's currently having a cardiac arrest, but he's in, so he'll let you know what the other set number is. But it's the he found the Ghost Rider bike and the figure it came with, and that's the other ones that it was. Yeah, so I thought we can have a massive Star Wars thing and do a load of stuff, and the Falcon then got thrown down the loft ladders, and that's just stayed there. So the block of cheese is just currently there, but we've got some zonal stuff going on there. Yeah, true. The Winnie the Pooh isn't an exclusive anymore. It's Smith's and John Lewis and other places. So it will be in a sale. So what we've done, Killian, is a teeny tiny wall in. Ignore him because he's just there as my divide. I'm going to do all that as like the zombie bit, and then we're going to put the gate at the bottom here, and then what Jay and Mandy were saying about putting a cemetery in for one of the figures, but we haven't decided what we're going to put in this bigger piece here. I've just tiled this smaller area, so that looks okay, I think, and finished the illusion in the corner. So you've got the water coming off the wall and coming onto the floor. So that's been done in this live. Yeah, you've got to figure out how to get it. Well, bearing in mind, actually, the Falcon's going to be up for grabs, because if Jada gets it for Christmas, she won't be coming over to get it anymore, will she? So they'll both be available, I would imagine. Right. Yeah, it's a nice set. It's a nice set. The Winnie the Pooh one. It's not bad at all. Right, I'm gonna tile this. No. I think it'd be alright. Keep that out in case we need that for something else. What? So you've got all the Ninjago stuff. So you've got the gardens, the city, and the docks on your list. Those are on your list. And then there's some other Star Wars stuff that nobody knows about. Well, Mandy's had a sneak peek. Absolutely love the set. Love it. It's a brilliant thing to look at, but it's painful to put together. But yeah, I need to know from everybody what wants to go in the middle, and if I can tile it a mix of colours rather than just using the grey. Otherwise, I need to figure out what's going to go there. I'm going to have to use the 2x2 greys and then mix it up. I've got a lot of whites and a couple of other 1x2. I thought I had some red somewhere. Maybe not. Yes, as you liked. I think I wouldn't recommend anybody buying it, but it's a set that I actually did want for a long time because of the walkthrough attraction in Windsor, and they had like a massive Star Wars shop there, and I always thought it would be really nice set to get. And then we started to do the Instagram live stuff. I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to build it all up with you guys and have a blast with it, and have a giggle. And then once we did bag number 4 for the 8th time, yeah, kind of lost the will to live with it. Brick band, what brick band? Which one? There's a lot not claimed, I do believe. So I'm pretty sure Kiara and Toy Collection would probably want the Flintstones and the Winnie the Pooh. That's potentially gone. Killian is all over the Star Wars stuff. You're a Star Wars fan, Killian, aren't you? Jay loves his Star Wars. Oh, the Brick Bank. Yeah, you can claim that. That's fine. Yeah. The Brick Band. I was like, hey, take a look at my DMs. Am I allowed to show, before I look at it, Flashpants, am I allowed to show people what you're doing? I will eat this as I wait for his answer. I don't want to show off what you're doing when it's going to be a surprise reveal. But Jay's forced me to do something, so
it's going to be a fun time for some of you. Yeah, well, you got plenty of them there. Nobody's claimed the bugle. Nobody's claimed the Ghostbuster Firehouse. Nobody's claimed the waterfall, and nobody's claimed the fishing shop, and nobody's claimed anything from the theme park. So, so Killian is currently sat in his dressing gown of Star Wars. Right, I'm allowed to. I've got permission to go through it. Perfect. I like that. Mr. Flashpants. So this is Mr. Flashpants' mock. Jay, would you like to let Killian in on what the plan is? Oh, they go through automatically, don't they? Sorry, guys, I'm being an idiot. I just click the top one. Will they go through, or just play the same one? No, it's the same one. Come on, it does that. Sorry, dude. Very smart. There we go. That's the last photo. That bus is ripped. Yeah, 3 minis. Blue, white, and red. How long is that taking you to do, dude? Very smart. Some skills. Of course, this is a bit. Oh, have that. Yeah, so there's some plans in place, which I think some of you are going to love, and you're going to love even more the fact that I'm going to be like that. Graveyard. Just leave it green, or do you want me to try and make a burial thing? No, this is staying. The bugle's not. This is all going to stay just as it is. So I've got a plan. I've got a plan for, because this has been such good fun, to extend this kind of theme further down the table. And because of where we are, you guys can't actually see the Ninjago bit. And I want to make that how we've done this at the back. That's what I'm tempted to do, is like move the Ninjago stuff and then add in some more stuff to go on that bit. So yeah, we got some stuff, and this new galaxy is going to be where I already have the space, so I don't need to move anything. That's a great. So you got more from the you had to wait for the pick a brick. Sorry. That's not bad going. That's how what was that, like religiously every night, or did you just do it the weekends, or? Home Alone is currently 83%. So I'm still surprised, because even in the poll that I did before, the Titanic and the Tumbler didn't see any love, but they're sold out. Right, whip that up. And I'll carry on. I will just actually putting the brick wall round the checker. It's going to be some interesting content, shall we say? There's going to be some you guys are gonna have to teach me some things. I do believe is what's gonna happen. Yeah, but it won't be long because obviously this will be finishing this project once that zone's done. Until the figures are here, we're finished on that. So it'll be a bit of a rearrange and a tidy, and then that's the trees. I found some other bits and pieces. You got that right, Killian. You know this. Killian knows this. All right, one tier walls can go there. Well, actually, it's just it won't be finished solely by me. But Mr. JD, if you want to explain further, please do, because there's a lot of Star Wars fans. Oh, flashback. Can I show that one, Flashbands? Is that one all right? That is absolutely amazing. Oh, go for a teaser. Yes, do it, Jay. And then send me something, because you said you got some pictures to send me, haven't you? I mean, thanks for getting everybody off my live stream to check your Instagram page, but you know, you could have just sent it through. Could have just sent it through. Mr. Flashpants has just done that. Yeah, that's a fair one, Killian. Yeah, you were very trying, and I epically failed. I'm a fan of that. Even the figure looks fantastic as well. That is very smart, Flashpants. That green lush. Mr. Bean is looking smart. And that doesn't matter. He can drive about, can't he? Okay. All right, so that's left open for the gates. Let's have these trees in. So that bit's. I don't blame him. That mini's brilliant. Everybody should know who Mr. Bean is, so it shouldn't have to be explained too much. There you go, look, Jay. After everybody talking about black pudding, he's all over it. All right, there's only those trees in. Oh, that dark green's not too bad. Mandy, do you want me to add more of those no leaf plants in this area? And then that wall's in. And then what I've done as I've just added a bit more walling just here, just to break it up. The gate will go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 7 studs. Well, to be fair, if I took that off, there'd be 8 studs. For a gate. So that would fit perfectly there, look. But that's the space for your graveyard scene, Jay and Mandy. Happy with that? So that bit's done. What am I putting here? What am I doing? Yeah, that green's really the Mr. Breen green's perfect for the Mini he was driving around in, because obviously that's obviously the colour of what he drove around in. Hang on, hold on to your lunch. You did the same thing again. Amazing, there we go. Hold on to your stomachs. Got ya. This is the way. ... I'm not too sure if you're going to reveal something, Jay, or if you're just talking about your black pudding, or you're still talking about the Winnie the Pooh. Lego student, this is the way. Can't. I'm tagged in anything? Oh, hang on. Can I show this photo, Mr. Jobwell? So Jay has just sent me this. That does look rather smart, Jay, that. So, yeah, there's well, we can say there's a crossover coming, can't we? I think that's a good way. That picture sums it up perfectly, with it being a sort of a crossover kind of thing. And that crossover thing isn't anything to do with what else might be coming as well. I have actually almost seen the full first season yesterday. Oh, we're like 6-inch stud is what we're going to say. Lego meets 6-inch sounds a bit... No, not right. The 6-inch clip. Yeah, it's a nice little... That's a nice photo. That's a nice photo. Yeah, managed to... Jay's basically told me to watch it, and I thought it was... to be fair, I thought it was very, very good. So yeah, that sort of snowballed into something, and then I'm trying to get... Well, me and Jay are going to do something on social media, but we're going to do like a could be good. I didn't pay much attention to it though, Flashbands. I wouldn't if you told me this is the... I would have been like, no idea. Enjoy, sir. Enjoy your food. Just as everybody starts talking about Star Wars now, he's now going to leave, and I'm going to be like, no idea. The only thing I can remember is I've spoken. That's the main bit I can remember. Look at the photo I sent you, Mandy. The photo I sent you yesterday. Yeah, don't Google that. No, pay attention to it. I've only seen the episode once because I watched them just back to back to back to back. So, like, this is the way I wouldn't have had that as a reference to the Mandalorian whatsoever. But yeah, have a look at the photo I sent you, and then if you want to risk googling that, Google it. And then I do need to know what is going to go in this middle. Of course, that went quite bad for you last time, man, didn't it? I got half a palm tree. Can I use that? What other elements did I find that are really random? I got a load of pieces out. I found a load of these big, tall, chunky bits. I can't believe Jay has decided to leave because he will be wanting to tell me all about the Boba Fett, I'm sure. But yeah, so what me and Jay are thinking of doing is, because Jay's an absolute encyclopedia when it comes to all comics, Star Wars, Marvel, MCU, or anything like that, DC and everything. And he obviously collects the Hasbro, Mezco, all that sort of gubbins in the 6-inch range. And Lego obviously do a lot of the stuff that he can't get. So I thought it would be quite interesting to do like a crossover live where he has his collection and compare price points for what he gets to what we get with what we get for what he pays, because obviously he can't get any of the sets like this in scale, whereas obviously we can do all of this, but then he might pay that amount of money for just two figures. And again, with the Star Wars side of stuff, we've got a bit of a potential project that we're thinking of doing, which basically would be me dribbling and you guys taking the mick like it was with the Falcon, and I'll just be going, everything's grey. Why is everything grey? It's just grey. Why can't they add any colour? Why does everything have to be grey? But yeah, that's the plans that we've got. That's a little bit of a teaser. Once I've convinced Jay, well, it's not convincing Jay, it's once we figured out how to get him on and do it all smoothly and nicely, we'll be well away. But that'll be something quite exciting to happen. But yeah, it'll be like a 6-inch crossover. We'll come up with some sort of filthy name that'll ring a bell. But if you guys can start thinking of some names, that'd be good. We did talk about this last time about the 6-inch stud, didn't we? Obviously the studs on the bricks, but being 6-inch because that's what he collects. But yeah, I've not seen the Boba Fett trailer. Yeah, there's not much colour. I'm not gonna lie. It's weird though, because the minifigures look really smart, and like all the stormtroopers, like especially the Mandalorian minifigures, they're all in completely different coloured torsos and all that side of stuff. But then all the vehicles are just grey, and the worlds are just like looking at the Colosseum tan. It's just like, oh god, why can't they just add a little bit of colour in? But swapping ends, touching tips. How about swapping ends? I'm going to write it down. I've got a pen up here. I can start writing these down. Come on. Throw them. Got pen, paper. Throw them away. Let me know. Enjoy building everything that's grey. I don't think so, Mandy. Well, I'm. Oh, right. I thought you were talking about me looking like Jabba. Jay should be here. He's going to have to catch up on this. It's quite funny. I don't think he realizes how big a Star Wars fans you guys are. I mean, Mandy loves Star Wars. I know she does as well. So, but even though if you are thinking of names for this thing, I still need to know what we're going to do here. But no, there's like the minifigures and the translucent pieces look great. It's not called that, Mandy. Hello, how are we? UK. From the UK, we're putting together this. We're trying to make so we just put Mysterio in, and we've just done the bit on the back wall there. Look, so all of this with the bugle and all of this has been done over the last couple of weeks. So we've done this over the last couple of weeks, and then obviously we talked about all the theme park videos before, and then what we tend to do is we just carry on attacking the city. So, but hopefully everything is okay with you, Jesus. Hopefully you are healthy. %86 on the Home Alone. This is the thing. So we haven't, I don't think, Killian. I think that's the issue. We're talking about the figures that come with the Spider-Man bridge, and then there's the Ghost Rider set that Jay's found with the bike that comes with another figure. Jay found the Craven. I think it was a Craven. He sent me something over. A gravy scene, which I will re-show you. Yeah, so there's a scene with Craven and the Black Spider-Man. So we need to find a black suited Spider-Man, and we're going to add this into this bottom piece because Mandy came with a good idea of having like a memorial garden for bits and pieces that have happened. Then basically the rest of the figures are with the bridge. So we've got the two zones that don't have anything on it, and it's just trying to figure out what can be designed on that bit. So because potentially if we can't figure out what else we can do with the bike, we could just have him being levitated up by Mysterio. So we've got the green bricks and the green elements. So that'll work on the actual row plate, and then it's the other figures that are left with the sets that aren't here. But I can still design the pieces, but I just don't know what to do with the bit where I've just decided to put that palm tree quickly. Actually, I never saw any of them at the cinema. It's not a film I grew up with. I never watched it. I've only just watched them recently. Yeah, no, so we never had them going around. So we start 86% for the Home Alone. Nobody wants a Titanic. I still don't understand why the Titanic in the UK isn't being shipped out until the 29th of November. Yeah, I did. That's it. Never. Yeah, it was just something I never got into, but I learned now. Well, we were going to use the carousel with the Punisher, didn't we? And then we decided to make up this thing with the Punisher in. So the carousel is now not needed, because the carousel was going to be with the Punisher setup, and that's now not there. To be fair, I could just have, where I've just put this, where I've just built this one thing, I could just put some minifigures on there, so that's fine. I don't know. I don't know if it's I don't know why in America they haven't got it and we have. So no, I'm gonna get it, Killian. No, I just don't know. I'm just confused to why the Americans it's sold out, but we've got it on pre-order, but it's not going out until the 29th of November. I thought it was all available to order on the 1st. But yeah, this potentially could just put some figs in, but this definitely, this obviously needs something going there, but I don't know what to put there. I could carry on with the tiles coming all the way down, and then this bit is going to be your graveyard. So I'm not too sure. So yeah, because we made, because we've got this bit in, the carousel's not going to go there. Oh, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I just wondered, because the Americans seem to have gone absolutely berserk for the UCS tumbler, but everybody was wanting to buy the Home Alone set, but it's still available. So it must be they must have just made more of the one set. I guess I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just this bit's starting to bug me. So I wanted to add a. Yeah, I could potentially just have it as like a grass area. I could just tile it green, maybe. That wouldn't be a bad shout. And then we can just put anything over it, because we've got the checkered walkway, which isn't too much because it matches up with the checker, and then we've got the sand in there, which looks fine. We've got the grey walkway area, which looks all right with a couple of plants.